Well, I'm joined now by 610 Sports Radio soccer analyst and host Jillian Carroll. A lot of you guys know her. She spent a lot of time covering sport in Kansas City. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me tonight.
It's going to be a lot of fun, even though Sporting has not had a whole lot of fun. They are winless in the last 5 matches. What do you think is going on with this club?
Yeah, it's definitely not the Sporting we knew of last year and even in years past. It's definitely a time where we've obviously saw new players come in, which was needed. But it's kind of that growing pains, right? And so different personalities on the pitch, bringing different skill sets. This last match, losing Matt Beasler and Ike Opara, obviously the duo in this, in the back line was difficult. Yeah. So I think that is something they're working through right now. But good news is, it's not the end of the world. They've got a lot of games left, and they've got some time to bounce back.
But this is a big blow to them. I know that they want so badly to win that U.S. Open Cup every year.
Sure.
You fall like this. Vermees in that post game was not happy. Yeah. Said that a lot of guys may have given up on this team at that point. How do you bounce back when your manager comes out and says stuff like that?
Not all teams place the amount of value on it that Sporting Kansas City openly does every year. They are in heavy pursuit of that cup, and this feels like an opportunity lost. They did not bring home a trophy. They did not bring home the championship. And so that, number one, is a blow. Number two, the fashion in which it happened was completely unacceptable. So he was very outspoken with the fact that many guys did give up. And he said not only are they going to have, consequences, if you will, from him, but he said more heavily the consequences are going to come from the teammates. So I think that they'll come around, but it's definitely going to take all 11 players on the pitch to be focused, organized, and bought in for 90 minutes.
Well, and some of those leaders that you mentioned that may have to put their foot down, we've seen consistency from Johnny Russell. He has come up clutch over the last couple matches. Tim Melia, even though he gave up those 4 goals, a lot of that has to do with the defense, too. So what are your thoughts on the 2 of those guys and how they've been so consistent?
Man, Tim Melia, coming off of the goalkeeper of the year, another strong campaign already. The guy is so consistent. This match in particular, I think that his defense let him down. And I think there were many times where going 1v1, he did his job. And let's be honest, 1v1 situations, the favor is the attacking player. Let's just be honest. Yep. But Tim Melia, I think there were maybe 3 1v1 situations that he won that battle. However, one in particular, he was caught at the top of his box. 3 Sporting Kansas City defenders were there in the area, failed to get back on the line for Tim. So clearly just didn't have his back, literally. On the other end of it, Johnny Russell, man. Wow, what a player.
Yeah, he has been a stud lately for them.
What an acquisition this year. And, being very honest with him, I was so excited when he came in, but I really did think MLS teams would learn how to defend him, would learn how to handle him, if you will. And they started to. They started to put extra men behind the ball. However, he not only eliminated the 1, it was now 2 players, 3 players, and find them back in the net.
Right.
The guy is known for it. He says it's his favorite thing to do, and he's still doing it. So we can hope and that he'll continue to do that, but again, it has to be all 11.
For sure. Well, and another thing that I wanted to ask you about that we kind of discussed before we went on air here is the reintroduction of Felipe Gutierrez. Your thoughts?
For sure. So coming off a sports injury, a sports hernia, big injury, but this could be the perfect time to welcome him back to the team. They're obviously in this lull. They're obviously in a 5 matches, winless matches. This guy is magic on the ball. This timing could be everything they need. I think he played 4 games and had 4 goals. The guy can do his thing when he's out there. So let's hope he will bring back Sporting Kansas City that life that we need from them.
Another goal for Gutierrez.
Jillian, thank you so much for joining us.